great things about the Austen books is it's sort of a journey, almost like a photograph of music in time, and a way of showing what was going on, what people were playing in the home. It takes you a little bit out of the context of all the canonic works of Mozart and Haydn, all the sort of the giants of the classical music period, and it's a real sort of mélange of different types of music, along with the way that music was actually written and formulated. Jane would have pieces of music that were sort of given to her, and she would copy them out by hand.
Jane Austen's niece Caroline described how there were 3 songs that Jane Austen was particularly fond of. One of them was Les Hirondelles, and it's a really beautiful song all about the swallows. And it's very much on the theme of love. It describes how the swallows will come back to the nest every year, the same pair, and they'll come back to the same nest, and then they fly away to the warmer climes because only the springtime and the warmth can nourish their love for each other. There's something so overly romantic about the idea that these swallows just simply cannot live without each other.
Obviously a harpist is used to sitting next to a pianist, maybe at the back of an orchestra, but in their own right they're solo instruments, so to merge them as a duo is a fantastic chance for audiences to hear just the lightness of a soprano voice, and obviously you've got the support of a huge resonant bass on the harp to support the upper range of a soprano singer.
So some of the pieces in the programme are real sort of, they're so significant in terms of Jane Austen's writing and the sort of history of the novels, particularly Robin Adair, because Robin Adair was the only piece that Jane Austen directly names in her novels, and it wasn't until reasonably recently in the research that I've done, and also that at the University of Southampton, that we've actually managed to find the piece and put it within the context of the way that Frank Churchill is talking to Emma, and she describes about Robin Adair as his favourite piece. One of the other pieces is written by Kramer, and Kramer is the only composer that Jane Austen directly names in her novels. And we know that Kramer and his father came to Winchester and were working in Hampshire as musicians themselves, so it's quite likely that she would have known them coming into Hampshire at this point and known their fame.
Another one of these favourite songs of Jane Austen is a setting of a poem by Burns, Their Groves of Sweet Myrtle. And this is also, I think, a favourite of mine as well. It's a very simple setting. It's just really like a folk song.
Their groves of sweet myrtle, let foreign lands reckon, where bright beaming summers exalt the perfume. Far dearer to me